Hey, what's happening? Thanks for joining me.
Can you hear me, yeah, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you okay? Thank you, bro.
It's all right.
What's up?
You're a bit sideways.
Oh,
You're on your side.
yeah.
How's
You
things
okay,
going?
bro?
How's things?
What do you want for you? Emily? Oh, she's gone. You alright, mate?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, good, thank you.
So, how's things? How's life treating you during
Yeah,
quarantine
not
and
too
lockdown?
bad, not too bad.
Yeah, I see. You've been back at training and stuff like that. You've been doing some wrestling as well.
Yeah, man, you've always got a train, innit?
Yeah, see, I'm quite unfortunate. The room that we train in is above an actual gym, and it's above Anytime Fitness, so they won't open till we can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was saying to people before you joined us that you've got a long list of great accomplishments of wrestling stuff and things like that. So there's a few that I wanted to give out. If you want to mention a few of them and stuff like that, like you've got national championships, you were part of the Olympic GB team in 2012.
Yeah.
So
You've got them
how
down,
was
ain't
it
you?
for?
You've got them down.
Yeah, they're actually on my phone that I'm using, so I can't go on them. But yeah, so how was it like being part of the Olympics team?
Just 1 sec, Scott, 1 sec. Emily? Nikita! Just 1 sec, sorry. Come on. Babe? I'll have to turn that down to 1 minute. Hello, mate. Back now.
It's all right.
Yeah. What were you saying, Scott?
It's all right. Luke from Body Performance is just there. The lad never fails.
Yeah. Never.
Yeah. So I was going to say, what was it like being part of the Olympics team in 2012?
It were good. Being on the Olympic program, very good. Very good.
People don't really realize what it takes to get there. It's not just that you could be the top wrestler and sometimes not get selected. Like you've got tryouts and stuff to do. And it's like, kind of like the Ultimate Fighter. You've got to go a tryout, be selected, and do more. And people sacrifice a hell of a lot to get there.
Yeah. Wrestling's like, you have to be ready to compete all the time.
Yeah, we've kind of seen it. It's kind of similar to like now the IMAF where you have to go to like you set national trials.
Exact same, yeah.
And then you go down to the final selection. Some obviously don't make the cut, and then more do.
Yeah.
I suppose that must have been like a massive honor for you to actually be part of the team. I mean, for me,
it's an experience of a lifetime, 100%.
Yeah, competing since I was 5, like the best honor I think you could possibly ever get would be representing your country at anything. So
yeah, 100%.
It must fill you with some sort of pride and knowing that you're doing the right things in wrestling.
It does, yeah. It does, yeah.
So, like, obviously, what sort of got you into wrestling and things like that? Not a lot of people in this country do wrestling or use it as a background. It's more stand-up boxing, karate, or kickboxing.
Yeah, I was always into WWE as a kid. And it was actually on at my school, in the school program for like 1 year, and I never went to it. And I started there, and they had a big tournament on, and like within that year, with all them doing it within a year, I only been doing it like 2 weeks, and like I was beating them already. So after 2 weeks of training, they threw me in at the deep end. I was competing already.
And I suppose that gave you a bit of confidence as well. Like you said, they threw you in at the deep end after 2 weeks and things like that. So,
yeah.
Did you know then that it was kind of the sport for you?
Yeah, 100%, definitely.
Couldn't have really turned back and gone to something else after being so good after only 2 weeks, could you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you've traveled all around the world. I see you've trained in Russia and things like that. And
Yeah.
you've done international competitions with
Yeah.
some of the best. Like, explain to us, like, obviously some of the people that are watching and things like that want a little insight to what it's like to dedicate yourself to something like wrestling and travel the world.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, you have to be 100% onto it every day, day in, day out.
So what was it like going to places like Russia where wrestling's like the main sport?
Good. I'd go back again now. You know, it's that high level though. Like Fridays when we had sparring matches, 120 wrestlers turned up, and we were on the mats first. I felt like a fish in our range sharks.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, even now, it's the Russians are still coming through. I know AKA where Daniel Cormier and Khabib train.
Yeah.
Khabib's got about 15, 20 wrestlers there, and they literally all compete with each other.
Yeah. It's good.
From the Dagestan hills.
Yeah, Dagestan and Ossetia, man. In Chechnya.
Yeah. And
high level.
Yeah, from someone else as well. I think it's Mike Grundy, who's won a Commonwealth Games medal for Great Britain as well. You've competed at the Commonwealth as well.
Yeah. He's doing good, Grundy. He's doing good.
Yeah, and now in the UFC as well, and from Team Carbon. So there's him and Darren Till there as well, and it's kind of helping him really. Like, people didn't really realize. I think it was his debut in the UFC where he won by KO, and everyone just thought, oh, it was going to be a snooze fest because he's a wrestler or this, that, and the other. And he went in there and he ended up knocking the guy out.
He shocked him, man. He shocked him.
So with a wrestling background, do you think that gives you a benefit in MMA? Like, I say, people ask me this all the time about wrestling and jiu-jitsu in MMA. And I think Daniel Cormier put it best where he says, when D-Ron wins for Gerald Meerschaert, Gerald Meerschaert's a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and D-Ron wins, obviously, a high-level wrestler. Whereas wrestlers, they take you down and they just try and tire you out and then wait for you to make a mistake. Whereas a jiu-jitsu practitioner takes you down, moves about, and then waits for a limb. As soon as they get a limb, that's it.
Yeah. Wrestling, it gives you the work ethic. Obviously, in MMA, you have to be open to be working on everything. You know, you have to have an open mindset, but the wrestling, it gives you that work ethic. Up, down, up, down, up, down, weight cut after weight cut, you know, competition after you know, there's nothing like it, really.
Yeah, and I suppose it gives you that extra bit of cardio as well. Like you said, you're constantly up and down, constantly doing weight cuts. And when you're wrestling, it's constant activity, whether you're trying to hold your opponent down, either try and get your opponent down and actually maneuver them on the mat. Whereas if you do, say, boxing or kickboxing, it's you can strike out, take a breather, strike out again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gives you that cardio for days sort of thing.
It does.
So you've got a fight scheduled coming up on, you said it was on UKFC?
I'm hoping so. And
that's is it October?
October, yeah. It's what Steve told us, yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen Jake tag me in a lot of things, and I think it might be Steve as well. They've put fight after fight after fight on there, and the card seems to be just blowing up.
Yeah, it's an amazing show, UKFC. It's an amazing show.
Yeah, I know Jake puts in the serious work there, and him and Steve are absolutely dedicated to the sport as well.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's a top show.
Yeah, with guys like that, do you think it's better when you've got guys that are so dedicated to the sport, and obviously they want to see the fights just as much as you guys want to fight in them?
Yeah, 100% it does, yeah. You can't lose, can you? You can't really lose.
No, not really when you've got a promoter and an organizer that they'd probably get in there themselves.
Yeah.
They'd be that excited. I know they're full on and they try and put on the best shows possible every time.
Yeah. Sick.
So you've got a lot of coaching experience as well, 16 years coaching experience. Once you finished competing yourself, is that going to be full time?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to put a lot more work into the coaching side when I've finished myself. It's hard to do both at the moment. I do it, but you know, when I've got the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine, like, I know a lot of people that do coach whilst they train themselves and things like that. I suppose it gets even harder when you go into, say, a fight camp and you've got
It is.
8 weeks of essentially, like, you are focused on you ready for your fight, and then you've got to train kids and then adults as well.
I know. It's a nightmare.
At least you're trying to find the next generation of wrestlers and trying to help the UK produce more wrestlers.
Yeah, I'd love it to be big over here. I'd love it.
Yeah, hopefully eventually we can get to a point where it's in the schools like it is in America. I mean, I've always said it, and it's like, no disrespect to the wrestlers that we've got over here, but for guys like yourself, you have to work 10, 15, 20 times harder than what the Americans do, because it's hard for you to find a school where they teach it or anything like that, whereas kids in America actually go to school and get taught it.
Yeah, the structure's it's just good. They've got a great structure for it all.
Yeah, and especially with their scholarships as well, it gives kids kind of something to aim for, that they can go to college and actually still compete at a top level.
It does, yeah. They're getting both, aren't they? They're gaining from both. Yeah,
and obviously in some sports in America, they get paid for certain stuff as well. I mean, some kids in college get paid for playing basketball games and NFL games and stuff like that. So
crazy.
Could you imagine
maybe one day, maybe
go to university to get paid and to do something you love?
Be great. It would be.
Well, it's great been talking to you. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Scott.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Appreciate it.
And I'll get my article written up and I'll get it sent over to you in the next couple of days.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Any shout outs or anything you want to give?
Just shout out to everyone who's been helping me, really. Yeah, my teams, sponsors, everybody else. Yeah.
Good stuff. Pleasure as always. Keep up the good work with
thank you, bro.
The
Thank
kids
you.
And yourself.
Appreciate it.
Like that.
Yeah.
No worries.
Take care, bro.
Go check out Fight Fuel UK, XS Mouthguards, and Tasteless Teas. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
See you, bro.